I want to start this video off apologizing for a little bit of a weird setup. I did just move literally a week ago, so things are a little off right now, but, um, not a big deal, right? Obviously, like, you don't care, whatever. But the Ilysia Alpha came out this week, which is pretty exciting, like, dang. Um, and I got into it yesterday from making, like, the day I'm making this video, I got into the day before. It was super awesome, so I'm gonna give you guys first impressions. Look at it right here. Hope you guys enjoy. If you do and you haven't yet, make sure to hit that like and subscribe down below. Really means a lot and it's really helpful. But yeah, I guess let's start out the review a bit. I'm obviously gonna throw some gameplay up here to show you guys a little bit, but played for about 8 hours, got to level 6, did some of the main quest line, got lost a few times, all that good stuff. So far, I have really positive things to say about the game. I think obviously it's an alpha, there are some things that need work, there are some things that need balance, there are some things that need change, which I'll talk about a little bit, but I want to talk about the positive things first, things I like. So, I thought the world was very beautiful, very stylistically well done. That was I think the biggest thing. I haven't even explored all of it yet. I'm gonna keep exploring, right? But it is a pleasure to explore. It feels a little empty because it's alpha. There's a ton of stuff to add. But the world is just stunning and beautiful. I love it. It's very immersive in the way it looks. The combat feels pretty good right now. The sword mechanics feel good. The bow feels a little weird, especially for someone with who's left-handed. That's a big critique I have. The left-handed bow use feels really, really weird. And it just sort of has this weird tilt when you pull it back, and it doesn't quite feel right, but it's decent overall. And I think that it doesn't have too far to go before it feels good. It has they have a really cool mechanic that I really like, where enemies are wearing armor, and if you hit the armor, it does no damage, right? You have to actually hit enemy flesh. So, for example, people were really struggling with these turtles because the turtles have a shell on their back and then armor on their head, so you can only hit, like, their legs and their neck, and it makes it really challenging to fight them, but you have to be smart, basically, about how you approach them, how you attack them, things, and be sort of precise with your swings and stuff, which a lot of people, including me, think is a really cool mechanic, and I think it's really fun. The quest line so far has been pretty intriguing. A lot of reading, but that's not too surprising. It's very much the classic WoW experience is the best comparison I have, but from talking to people, a lot of people have said it's very similar to EverQuest in terms of how grindy it is. But there's a lot of reading in the quests, and they will give you a town name, but not tell you exactly where that town is, so you have to go explore and look for exactly where it is, which I think is pretty cool and kind of fun. Spend time figuring it out and things. Also, sorry if the audio is a little weird. But yeah, you have to spend some time looking around and things for where quests go and stuff, which is really nice. It gets you to explore the world, understand it a bit better, and sometimes it can feel kind of sucky when you don't know where you're going. But I think that ends up being a good thing because you explore the world and you find things that you wouldn't have found before, and you run into people and stuff, and that's a really fun experience overall. It's something I've sort of missed in a lot of games where nowadays, right, you just have a quest pointer showing you exactly where to go for every quest, and it makes it feel sort of meaningless. But when you have to read quests and actually go find the location yourself and actually take the time to figure out the map, it makes it feel a lot more alive and a lot more meaningful, which, to me at least, makes the game a lot more enjoyable. I don't know about everyone else. From what I've heard so far, it's been positive feedback. Obviously, there's a community that doesn't like that, which is probably where Zenith more comes in, because Zenith has that more modernized quest tracking style of thing. The enemy AI pretty good so far. I like the aesthetics of the game. The character customization's pretty decent right now. I like it. And the world, I'm like kind of blown away because looking at the current, so the alpha is a 4-mile squared area, if I'm correct, or 4x4, whatever. But it might be 4 kilometers squared, but yeah, somewhere between like 3 to 4 miles. And it feels pretty big. Obviously, we only really use about a mile of it probably for the game, but maybe a little more, but I'm not entirely sure. Point is, the main island of the game is going to be 250 miles squared, So it sort of puts into perspective, and I'll do my best to sort of show it in my gameplay footage, but it sort of puts into perspective how massive the world is going to be, and it makes you realize, holy cow, this is huge. Yeah, so, like I said, a few small critiques, some critiques here. Like I said, the archery doesn't feel very good, at least for a left-handy. I tried it right-handed, but it's harder for me to do it right-handed just because I can't see very well, so I can't really judge it from that end. But as a left-handed person, it did not feel good. And the sword registration, I wish there was some kind of way to know when you're doing a good swing, I guess. Like, because the game has velocity and stuff, and you hit harder depending on how much velocity and the right angle and stuff you put into your swing, right? Angles and velocity matter with your swings, and so I wish there was something that basically, like, or a training dummy or something that would tell me, hey, you're doing a good job with your swings, so I can look at it and go and see how I can do a better job with it and how I can improve my damage output and stuff. The mob pathing, a little weird, but once again, alpha. A lot of the creeks I've had are very much alpha things, right? Like, balance-wise, I feel like the melee's a little unbalanced. Archery has some weird issues. There's some player model issues, right? Like, if you look down, you can see your player model, which is something they're working on. Overall, I think the game is headed in a really good direction. I can't review a lot of the content. I just thought I'd give a general idea, but overall, I think the game is heading a fantastic direction. It definitely has an audience that it is aiming for, and I think it's going to hit that audience really well. Just with the alpha here, they've shown that this is going to be the game for the hardcore audiences, right? Something that people have wanted for a long time. I know personally I've missed it, because when I was younger there were a lot of games that you had to put hours and hours into to get anywhere, and I've sort of missed that experience, right? Even in Destiny 1, it took forever to get to high rank. You know, the devs in this game have said it'll probably take months, if I had to guess, to get to max level. I mean, someone in the Discord was like, oh, it'll be like 3 weeks when we hit max level, and they kind of laughed at that. We're like, yeah, right. As in, it'll take longer. So, something to be aware of. I'm going to be streaming it again next week. I'm going to be playing the crap out of this alpha. I'm going to try and find all the secrets, mechanics, and, like, level up, and, find the boss and things. There are some unique weapons in the alpha. There's a shield. The shield doesn't work fantastically, and I'm sure they'll fix that too, but it's sort of a weird thing of the shield only blocks if you, like, perfectly block the hitbox of the enemy. Otherwise, it doesn't work really at all, which is strange. And that was sort of really what's in the alpha. There's a lot of exploration, like I said, and there's a lot of exploration, one quest line, some enemies to fight, and it feels pretty good overall. There are some weird stutters and stuff that will come with, that will hopefully get fixed with optimization, but overall, I think the game's heading a really good direction. I hope you guys enjoyed my little ramble talk here. I know it's not the most informative video or anything. I just wanted to give my first impressions on it, so that about a week or two down the line, or around a week down the line, maybe 2 weeks, I can update with a new video and give my impressions later down the line when I've played it more and when I've had more time to judge the game, what I would consider fairly, and give it a fair review that I think has I've gotten enough time to, you know, build up my thoughts on it and mechanics specifically. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all have a freaking-tastic day. Watch out for my next video. I'm gonna be talking probably about the questline and stuff. So, see you guys around. This is your boy Yaysys. Peace and out. See you guys in the next video.